What's that strange but strangely alluring odor? Could it be strawberries? Allow me to introduce you to the Asher B Fawna Fruits line Strawbunny. Sitting at a generous 15 inches from bottom to tips of ears, it is a very lovely looking piece with a beautiful shape and a lovely strawberry-themed aesthetic. But it also has one other very special gimmick to it. The very unique thing about this particular line of plushies is that they're scented. Now, scented plushies aren't anything new, but they are a first for my show right now. This one smells very much like strawberries, as one would imagine. And the fact is, this thing has been in my collection for over a year. That's right, I got this thing at MagFest in 2019, and it still retains a strong smell of strawberries. By the way, person who sold me this thing, I'm sorry it took me so long to cover this on my show. I just needed to know how long the scent would last. And you've probably noticed the large strawberry leaf at its front, which is attached to the neck as a sort of bib. The veins of the leaf are made with embroidery detailing, as is the little reflective, shiny part, as if the leaf were moist on the surface. Not only that, it has another leaf just like it on the back, fastened at both the base and 3/4 up the length of the tail, so that it doesn't flop around too much. In fact, everything from the strawberry cut ears to the eyes to the strawberry seeds, even the pads on its feet are all mostly embroidery detailed. Even its forepaws, which are downturned and thus hard to see, are fully detailed with all the necessary pads and stuff that you would expect from a bunny. As a matter of fact, the only parts that are not embroidery detailed would be the inner paw pads of the bottoms of the feet, both sides are like this, and whatever large white planes exist on the figure. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering why it's got the purple inkling squid on top of its foot. Well, that brings me to this creature's only real weakness. It kinda lacks the ability to sit up on its own power. As you can tell, nothing I do to try to cheat it to sit up properly is working very well. But, you know, a small amount of actual bean padding, like you would see in Beanie Babies and the like, along its lower end, would have gone a long way to give it some bottom weight so that it wouldn't be so dadgum top-heavy. That wouldn't be terribly difficult either, because during recording I just noticed that there was a little bit of bean filling along its chest. However, this only serves to make it more top-heavy, which I really don't know why they put it up so high. They really should have put it down below at the base. Speaking of questionable design choices, the ears are actually stitched together about 1/8 of the length up from the base. Now, this was probably done to keep them standing up strongly like this, but I'm not entirely sure it was very necessary, because their bases of both ears are very wide and have plenty of stuffing to give them all the structural support they would need, so this is just confusing. But let's end this video on something that I really like about this thing. It does not compromise its softness for any reason, as its polyester fibers are really nice to the touch, but it still manages to capture shiny prettiness in its stitch detailing, particularly the inner ears and the strawberry seeds along its length. Getting the best of both worlds, sufficiently shiny and huggably soft. I like shiny.
Dear Diary, it's not easy smelling as nice as I do. People chase me around all the time thinking I'm some kind of delicious treat. Like just yesterday, Majin Buu chased me around. In the Good Doggos Club. Even some crazy puppet tried to take a bite out of me. I gotta say though, those self-defense classes with Bear have really been paying off. All in all though, I think I can get along pretty well here. It's just gonna take a little bit more adjustment to get there.
It's time for the next Patreon shout! This time featuring Joy Jenkins, Megan Cloud, and Bashful Ivory. Thank you for your continued support on my Patreon page, and for keeping this show alive! I also want to give another shout to my magnificent man of music making, Steve Sharp. A link to his YouTube channel is in the description below. Would you like to be a patron as well, and support my show, and be awesome, and get other perks such as early release videos? You can go to another link, also in the description below. Click the one that says Patreon. It's the one that makes me happy. And if you would like to send me anything in my P.O. Box, send it to P.O. Box 82, Prospect, Kentucky 40059. Thank you so much! Bye-bye!